So in the last video, I was able to make 39 divines worth of loot by farming harbingers with Nico and the mining byproducts notable. And in this video, I was able to discover that harbingers were honestly a significant source of raw currency, specifically in the form of fracturing orbs, ancient orbs, chaos orbs, and orbs of annulments, and that the top two sources of value were from the main strategy being farming harbingers. Out of the 39 divines I made, 11.6 divines, or 29% of the total revenue, came from just fracturing orbs and ancient orbs alone. And what's most surprising to me was actually the value of ancient orbs being able to outperform the value of divine orbs in this experiment, since I was able to get pretty lucky and dropped 4 raw divines across my 50 maps. And in this video, I'll be doing a full investment into a harbinger farming setup. I'll be dropping the sulfite and mining byproduct strategy and swapping from Strand to Belfry map with the hypothesis that by target farming the Wrath card, I'll be able to improve the profitability of the strategy. The initial investment for this strategy was 1,125 chaos, and at the time of this recording, that comes out to approximately 5.5 divines total. And on the left, you could see the price breakdown for the entire investment with a screenshot to the right of all of the maps and scarabs that I bought. After running the 50 Belfry maps, I was able to drop 139 divines worth of loot, with most of it coming from a pair of mirror shards that dropped while farming the harbingers. And without these mirror shards, the total value comes out to be 41 divines, not including any items worth less than 10 chaos orbs. The highest value items of this strategy were unsurprisingly the mirror shards, as well as fracturing shards, ancient orbs, chaos orbs, and basically all the other raw currencies that can drop from farming harbingers. What I found pretty cool about focusing on harbingers was that the value of raw chaos orbs that dropped was able to outperform even the raw divines that I found throughout the maps. In terms of the total time invested to running each map, I spent on average about 54 minutes and 50 seconds running each set of 10 maps, and the total time it took me to run all 50 maps was 4 hours, 34 minutes, and 9 seconds. With this, we can calculate the estimated rate of return without the mirror value, and this comes out to approximately 9 divines an hour, 8.2 divines per set of 10 maps, and 0.82 divines per map. However, if we include the value of the mirror shards, these rates jump up to approximately 30 divines an hour, 27.8 divines per set, or 2.78 divines per map. So how does the pure harbinger strategy compare to farming both harbingers and sulfite from Nico? I found that investing fully into harbingers is a much better strategy than supplementing the strategy with Nico. And the general rule of thumb is that the more harbingers you have, the more profit you will make due to the fact that you have more chances at dropping mirror and fracturing shards. However, running Nico and mining byproducts still has the advantage of being much easier to farm, and so I recommend supplementing whatever strategy you have with farming sulfite and azurite only in the event that your build is unable to handle harder content. I also discovered in the last video that farming with the obelisk scarab didn't seem to be as efficient as a king harbinger, and so replacing the obelisk scarab with another normal harbinger scarab actually improved the strategy. In terms of whether farming Belfry was better than Strand or not, it actually was, but not for the reason that I initially thought. The hypothesis I had for this video was that by target farming the Wrath card, I would be able to significantly improve the profitability of this strategy. However, across the 50 maps, I only dropped 7 sets of the Wrath, which could be turned in for 70 chaos total, and that comes out to about 0.2% of total revenue. However, the reason it was better than running Strand was due to the smaller layout, and this led to faster clear times as well as more beyond monsters being spawned due to the harbinger's proximity. On the Atlas tree, which I'll link in the comment section below, I did grab some beyond nodes in order to increase the efficiency of farming high mob density layouts in the Belfry map, and the ultimate conclusion coming from all of these findings is that you should really just run your favorite map layout. Focusing on a singular map just simply for its natural div card drops is not the best way to improve the profitability of strategy, unless of course you're focusing on high value cards that can be turned in for either Headhunter or Mageblood. And of course, I wanted to give a huge shout out and thank you to Shadowcon123 for leaving this comment on my delirium farming video. He basically gave a recommendation on how I could improve upon the strategy, which I will be doing in the next video, where I'll be testing a better delirium setup recommended by Shadowcon123, with the goal of reaching level 10 Delirium rewards in each map. I'll be using Delirium Scarabs of Mania, Paranoia, 2 Breach Scarabs, and the Bestiary Scarab of Duplicating. And lastly, I'll also be going back to farming Strand, as that is a much stronger layout for Delirium mirror farming, but with Belfry cards scried onto the map. And so that's all for this video. If you're interested in what build I used to farm the Harbingers with, it was the Cast When Stunned Self-Ignite Chieftain. You can find my updated POB in the comments section below, as well as a link to my Atlas tree, including all the Harbinger nodes, Eater of Worlds, and Beyond nodes that I grabbed on the Atlas tree. And if I forgot to mention something in this video, by all means let me know about it. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope you learned something today.